Here is just a regular guy living his life in Portland, Oregon, when suddenly everywhere he goes, people start shouting, "Yo, it's Michael Jordan!" It sounds like a dream. Fame, fortune, and maybe a free pair of Air Jordans. But not for Alan Heckard. This guy looked so much like the basketball legend that it drove him up the wall and straight to the courthouse. In 2006, Heckard sued Michael Jordan and Nike for a jaw-dropping $832 million, claiming his resemblance to MJ caused his harassment and unpleasant feelings. Get ready, people, because this is a highlight reel of legal lunacy. Welcome to another crazy episode of Law Foolery. It was 2006, and Alan Heckard was a 51-year-old shuttle bus driver living in Portland, Oregon. He was just a regular dude, 6 feet tall, bald, athletic built, maybe a little too fond of wearing basketball jerseys. But there was one major problem. People could not stop mistaking him for Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time. We are talking about 6 NBA championships, 5 MVP awards, and global icon Michael Jordan. Now you might think, hey, being mistaken for MJ sounds kind of cool, but for Heckard, it was a nightmare. Everywhere he went, grocery stores, bars, even the gym, people would swarm him. "MJ, sign my shoe. Can I get a photo? Teach me to dunk." Kids followed him. Fans hounded him for autographs. Strangers demanded he recreate the iconic Jordan fadeaway jump shot. Heckard couldn't catch a break. He would try to explain, "I'm not Michael Jordan, I'm Alan Heckard," but nobody believed him. This was because he looked so much like MJ that it was uncanny. Maybe the version of Jordan they put on the clearance cereal. Jordan and Heckard are African Americans with shaven heads, and they both wore a single earring. But Michael Jordan was about 6 inches taller, 30 pounds heavier, and 8 years younger. Heckard even wore Air Jordans and basketball gear, which did not help his case. So for someone whose face caused chaos, most people might change their wardrobe, maybe grow a beard, but Alan Heckard did not. Instead, he decided to take it to the next level. In June 2006, Heckard filed a lawsuit against Michael Jordan and Phil Knight, the co-founder of Nike, because the company turned MJ into a global brand. He demanded about $104 million for defamation and permanent injury. And he demanded another $728 million for punitive damages for emotional pain and suffering. That's right, this man sued a basketball legend and a sneaker empire because he looked too much like MJ. But this story did not end here. Heckard filed the 3-page lawsuit himself. He claimed that looking like Michael Jordan ruined his life. It got so bad that Heckard couldn't go to church, mall, movies, ride the bus, or go to work without being harassed by the public. So why did he sue Nike? Well, Heckard argued that Nike's marketing machine made Michael Jordan a global superstar, plastering his face on every billboard, TV ad, and sneaker box. Without Nike's hype, Heckard reasoned nobody would care about his resemblance to MJ. In his mind, Nike's relentless promotion of Jordan's image was defaming him by making his life a living hell. Now you're probably wondering if this case actually made it to trial. It did not. Courts do not take kindly to frivolous claims, and this one had "dismiss me" written all over it. Heckard argued that he suffered permanent injury, defamation, and emotional distress. Heckard, that's not emotional distress. That's your face. By late 2006, Heckard realized the game was over. He quietly dropped the lawsuit, likely before a judge could toss it out. No settlement, no payout, no courtroom drama. And did Heckard ever find peace? Well, not much is known about his life after the lawsuit. He faded back into obscurity, hopefully with fewer fans mistaking him for MJ. The case was able to move forward due to the U.S. legal system that allows anyone to file a lawsuit, even if it's a long shot. Heckard's frivolous lawsuit made it past the courthouse door because he paid the filing fee. But his claims were as flimsy as a worn-out sneaker sole for two reasons. Number one, defamation requires proof of false statements that harm your reputation. So looking like a celebrity reject doesn't qualify as defamation. Number two, Heckard's emotional distress claim needed evidence of reckless or deliberate behavior on MJ's or Nike's part. So even if Heckard could provide evidence that he was harassed, there must be causation. That simply means that Nike or MJ must have caused Heckard's harassment. For example, encouraging fans to heckle Heckard from the sidelines of his church basketball pickup game. Heckard cannot prove Jordan or Nike intentionally targeted him, and looking like someone famous is not lawsuit worthy. In the end, Alan Heckard took a shot at Michael Jordan and Nike, but he airballed spectacularly. His lawsuit was a 1 in a million long shot that didn't even hit the rim. And that, folks, is what I call law foolery. If you loved this crazy story, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more legal lunacy. Got a crazy lawsuit story of your own? Drop it in the comments below. Until next time, keep your sneakers on and your lawsuits off the court.